Hello everybody and welcome back to Purbeck Valley Farm. Hopefully you're doing very well today. So we are back here and we are in a brand new case. New to the farm anyway. This was on Mod Hub yesterday I noticed, so I got it straight away. Looks really good. And it is to sort of, not upgrade but replace the skid steer. The reason why is because the skid steer obviously has its own use, but it just wasn't really up for the amount of weight that I was trying to pick up with it. So this is going to be much better. A wheel loader. Yes, it's going to be probably capable of lifting way more than I could ever put in front of it, which is good. In fact, we can probably test things out. What do we have? I do have... Oh, we've got the bales over there. I'll put some bales onto the shredder, onto the pelleter. We can't actually pellet them yet, since the JCB is busy. But my plan is to finish off the foraging from yesterday, get the harvesting done in those 3 fields so that we can sell those 3 fields for almost £500,000. Very impressive. And if we have time, which I doubt because that is a lot of work, we'll do the pelleting here. Yeah, this is good. This is really nice. If you want to see it from the outside, which I'm sure you do, there we go. Oh yes. Oh, I can't put it on the conveyor belt because it's partially folded up, but look at that. You're probably thinking, yeah, it's doing what a wheel loader should do. But no, seriously, it's just because I couldn't really do that with the skid steer. It would do a wheelie. It was a good skid steer, it just needed to be a little bit heavier on the back. So yeah, let's get this done. I was just doing a little bit before the video, tidying things up. I realised at the end of the previous episode I'd left quite a mess. It didn't look very good at all. So as you can see, just a couple of swaths left to do. That's already full. I've decided I'm not actually going to replace the trailer today because we have just a very small amount left to do. But I think the approach I am going to take for when we do more trailed foraging is going to be to just have the lorry alongside on Follow Me. I haven't really used Follow Me that much, come to think of it, on FS19, which is surprising because I used to use it all the time. I think from now on I'm going to use it a lot more because it is such a good mod. Right, so yeah, we've got 15,450 litres to take to the silage pit, through the mud, which, as I've discovered, is fine. The tractors are quite capable of pulling through it. It's not that deep, I didn't make it very deep. There are some very deep ones around, like the one at the animal yard. And of course, when it rains, everything turns to mud. Okay, yeah, so I think we'll just get this finished off very quickly, and then we can get the combine set up. Yep, the combines, because I have sold our combine to rent 2 big ones because I really want to get this harvesting done. And in the future, in a few episodes time, maybe in a future stream actually, we have the cornfield here on the right hand side. That needs to be harvested, but I think I'm probably going to do that with the combine harvester, not for silage. We're going to have loads of silage. I know I could also have the combines working already, but the problem is they'll probably fill up quite quickly and I won't be able to keep up. And we have the additional problem of needing 2 trailers since there are going to be 2 different crops on the go. Somebody said yesterday that I talk too much. Nah, that can't be true. Okay, I admit it, I do talk quite a bit, but there's so much to say. We don't want to sit in silence all day. So I think probably a time-lapse is going to be in order, just to get this one field done. I don't think it's all going to fit in one more trailer though, but we'll see. I think it's going to be like 1.5. That's quite tidy. There's a few pieces missed here and there. Right, I'm going to drop that off. I'm going to take the trailer back to the yard. I'm going to leave everything here though, everything else, because this is all going to be required for the next field. We have this field here, we have the field at the back, and we also have the huge field. I call it the huge field. It is in comparison to these, just behind the trees there. So we're going to be in the future, but I'm thinking I might do that sort of stuff as a live stream. It's good sort of work for a live stream, since it's a little bit repetitive, and at least in the time, instead of it just all being time-lapse, I can chat with my viewers and stuff, so that'd be quite nice. Right, so let's dump this, and then let's go and rent 2 combines. It's going to be quite expensive, and I don't actually know what brands to go for. But I really do want to just get the harvesting out of the way. I don't want it to drag on, otherwise we're going to be doing harvesting in every episode, and that's going to get a bit much. Harvesting is great, in moderation. I also just want to thank everybody who has sponsored my channel in the past or at the moment. It is greatly appreciated. It's like a membership thing. I think it says like you're a member of the channel. I think you do join that by just clicking join. There's a join button somewhere, unless they've changed it. They keep changing it. But anyway, my point is thank you to anybody who has done that, even if you have ended it at some point. It is really appreciated. Come on, let's get this trailer round. I do get a few people asking what the benefit is of doing that, and there aren't a huge amount of perks, I have to admit, but it is basically like a donation thing. You do get another chat room in the Discord. It's not much, it's just another room, but you also get a different colour. You're a sponsored member if you've linked your account and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just like a donation thing, just to show the support. Okay, so yes, this trailer here, that wants to be dropped off. Actually, we don't really need it here because I'm just going to sell those straw pallets immediately. I do want to use this case again though. I'm hoping just the introduction to this video isn't the only time I'm going to use it. It would be good to find a use for it, as well as just moving things around the yard. Oh, yes, manure. We do need to put manure from the yard in that greenhouse, so that is something we can do. However, we do need to get a bucket that will fit it. That one over there is for a telehandler. Might be able to bring one back now, actually. Well, here's my trailer, which I just left here. Yeah, I shouldn't really make a habit of that. Do need to do a bit of tidying up, I must admit. But yeah, I know that you shouldn't really do it, but I am going to put a bucket in the trailer so we can get it back to the wheel loader. It's going to cost a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, look at that, that's the one that comes with it. Nice. 3,000 litre capacity, that one is 3,000, so that's fine. Exactly the same price. Good, and now for the harvesters. This is the tricky bit. I think I'm just going to go for... maybe if I just get a really big one. I was going to go for 2 smaller ones, or medium-sized ones. Maybe just 1 big one, since it is going to get pricey. The other benefit of this one is you don't have to have another header trailer, which I like. That is a really good idea. Look at that. 45 foot draper header. Right, so that's filled the yard up. Looking good. I'm just going to get things sorted out really quickly. Bucket delivery. So whilst the combine is working, I will come back here and I will get that fitted, and we'll move some manure. I'm hoping we do have some. Just take it out. And yeah, we need the combine harvester next. Yeah, it also means that we don't have to have 2 trailers, since it is just going to be the one harvester in the same crop. I think all 3 fields are very similar in size. There's no real method that's going to be used, just pick a field and go for it. Everything should be ready. Getting there might be fun though, as this is a big machine on some fairly narrow roads. It's actually been a while since I've used this harvester. It is good to use it again. The 9240 has arrived. First crop, canola. So I'm just going to set up a course for this. For number 5, I do tend to go around the headland a few times because it's just easier. It can cause many problems. That should be good enough. And for this, that's not much of a job. So let's just see, make sure it all works. Looking good. So yeah, we need to have the trailer here, but it should be able to do the whole field in one tank, I would have thought. It's such a big machine. So as we wait, I'm going to, as I mentioned, just do this very quickly. We're going to attach the case to the bucket and hopefully move some manure. As it has a top speed of 27 miles per hour, it would be good just to be able to drive it up the road. I do also need to check before we head off how much manure we actually have. I don't want to have like 1,000 litres and then just completely waste my time. We have, oh good, 552. Well, that is brilliant. In that case, I'm going to have to buy it, I suppose. Because I need manure. That greenhouse has completely stopped production. And I suppose in game time not much time has actually passed since I gave him the straw. I'm just wondering where the best place is to put a placeable though. This is the placeable yard, so it makes sense to be here. Ah, what a nightmare. Whoa, that's already 35% full. In that case, I will head off and then I will place the manure trading pack. Is it called the manure trading? Dealer pack. Manure dealer. And yeah, then we'll bring it round. I'll probably put it over here somewhere. And that bucket, as I just realised, is not actually mine. I have a couple more things to talk about. Interesting things. Potentially. Firstly, my upcoming ETS2 videos, that is going to be called something along the lines of survival trucking, and it is going to be much more like survival challenge than it is survival roleplay. It's not going to be story based, it is going to be just starting from scratch and seeing how far we can go, see if we can survive, and we probably will be starting work with an agency rather than with our own truck, so we're going to have to work towards that as well, hence the title Survival Trucking. And secondly, an idea which I sort of gave myself yesterday while rambling. I was talking in the video yesterday and I just sort of suggested jokingly that I could do a video of mower mudding. Something which is done in real life. You make a custom mudding mower and you go and race it and you put it through mud and see how it performs without getting stuck, ideally. And yeah, because we now have the mud mod, it's something that can be done quite easily in FS. So I think I'm going to do some mower mudding. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be multiplayer. I guess it would make sense to be multiplayer, but everything has to be multiplayer compatible. The map, all the different mods, the mowers, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think that's going to be quite an interesting thing to do. But I've got to just sort a few things out first. So yeah, are there any mudding mower fanatics among us? Any mudders? What were they called? Yeah, just like off-road mower mudding people, fans, racers. There must be a term for it. No idea. Right. So, firstly, I will just take the 500 litres that we've got. That's just to prevent stopping the course play. Ideally, I want to finish that field. I can save the course, but it's just not really worth it for such a small field. It's going to scoop it up. Here's a proper interior view. Got all the levers. Even says case on the floor mat. Difficult to do when driving. Do the pedals work? Yes, they do. Nice. I can see a dial moving there. Don't think that lever there works. I'm not too sure if that's a gear lever. But it does seem good overall. Yeah, it's not going to be much. Look at that, impressive pile. Oops, I keep doing that, I need to change it. Yeah, there's more than 492, I think. There must be some hiding. No, that must be it. Okay. 552, it could be somewhere else, I suppose. Eventually, there will be loads there. Impressive. Actually, we might be able to place it over here. It would blend in better and it adds a bit of interest instead of just going around the corner. In which case, there's no point going away. We will not drive away with just 16% of a bucket. I will finish the harvest in this particular field and then I'll close the game down and reload it with the manure dealer pack. Hard to believe I suggested it would all fit in one tank. Yeah, this is done really well, this field. I think I must have fertilised it fully. Because with seasons it's 3 times, isn't it? You have to fertilise 3 times. I find it hard to believe that I fertilised it 3 times, but we'll have a look. Was this the cover crop field? So much has happened since then. What? No, it must be because I've harvested it. Which means it was pretty good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's grass, isn't it, that doesn't always remove the fertilising status. So that's going to fill that up quite nicely. Oh yeah, we've probably just leave the header going. And the whole machine for that matter. Yeah, it's going to bring in quite a bit of money. Let's see the best price. 1939, the Fisherman Pub, which I think is down here. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be fairly easy to get to. We're just going to go down this road, down here, back up. That's pretty good. That is good. Yeah, it's a good combine. Really is good. So those two fields, actually one of them is a cornfield. The other field is going to be harvested in the next episode. Cornfields I'm going to, for the time being, put to one side for a potential live stream. Just don't know what my schedule is like at the moment. But yeah, it would be good. I suppose we could harvest some for silage, but I do want the vast majority to be harvested with a combine. So we can actually harvest corn. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish off with the manure. Really don't know how many bucket loads it's going to require. 3,000 litres each. I think we are going to have to fill up a trailer. I suppose we could use this trailer, but it will have to be cleaned out afterwards. We'll make the most of it. Okay, this should be quite good. Impressive. As I said, all this needs to repay the loan. 84,000 just from that one field. Makes me think we should have done canola in all the fields. Yeah, getting in here was tricky. Very tricky. Getting out was fairly easy. So if I park here, don't know what the reach is like, but I would imagine it would be able to reach. That should give us enough space to be able to manoeuvre. And yeah, that is a really high capacity trailer, so it's going to look empty when I've put the amount in that I actually want. Okay, so I have just installed the Place Anywhere mod as well, since it wouldn't fit here. It's still going to be a bit of a challenge, but I should be able to squeeze it in. I should be right about there. Yeah, should be fine. Right, let's see if we can lower it. No, it won't work. Shame. Never actually had it show green and then not accept it. That's interesting. Right, so in that case, I'm going to probably struggle to get it anywhere near here. It's going to have to go over in the placeable yard. I would guess it's those tyres that are doing it. Ooh. Yes, it works. Nice. Yeah, I think it must be those tyres. So, let's get it loaded up. Let's experience this case properly. Make sure we can reach first. If not, I'll have to... oh, I can't reach. Right. I guess I could just drive. It's not too far. It might only take 3,000 litres anyway. I know I have the other trailer, but it's all set up for silage. It's probably just a stall. No, it's gone. Don't you just hate it when your manure pit starts to play hide and seek with you? It's all fun and games around here. I guess it would just have to be placed where I initially said. Over here in the corner. Not the most fun way of doing it, but oh, that's nice. Yeah, nice effect it gives. Right, so we'll try again. Maybe this time it'll work a bit better. You can place the easy version, but I find that's a bit too easy. I prefer just to do it this way. With the easy version you can just put a trailer up alongside it. Yeah, this one shouldn't disappear. I'm not placing it under trees or on tyres. I really have no idea how much it's going to actually take. And yes, the reason why it's over on this side is just to make it a little bit more adventurous than having it right next to the place we need it. It might only take 3,000 litres. Okay, this is where I try not to put the bucket through the glass. Ah, that would be a big smash. Looks like space for a bit more. I doubt it'll take more than 2 bucket loads. Anyway, yeah, I really am planning on doing the minimum of 40 episodes like I suggested a while back. This series will have at least 40 episodes. If it turns out that I don't have 40 episodes done before the Alpine DLC, then I will return to it in the future. I'm not just going to leave this series hanging. It will be completed. But I might be able to do 40 anyway, because if I do live streams and stuff, we can then hopefully get everything done. And this is the kind of map which I'll probably return to in the future anyway. Because I could play this in a completely different way, since there are loads of other farms. Yeah, it must be full. It must have taken exactly 3,000 litres. But that is a seriously nice case. The link is down below if you're interested. Yep, manure fill level 100%, water 15. So that's going to have to be done next time. But yeah, I think things are going quite well really. We have £102,000. Very soon we can repay the loan. And yeah, we'll sell the block of land for $500,000, which will be nice. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.